Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn how to add fractions. Now if we look at a very simple example like 2 over 5, add 5 over 5, we would get 5 plus 2 or 2 plus 5, which is 7 over 5. Because the denominators are the same, we can just add the top numbers. This can also be written as a mixed number where we have 1 and 2/5. We could see that as well here because 5 over 5 is 1 and we've got 2/5. But just for the sake of looking at how we add them, if we had 2/5 and 5/5, only because the denominators are the same, that is why we can add the top numbers. However, what if the denominators are not the same? So if we had 2 over 7, add 5 over 10. What would we do then? We can't do 2 plus 5 because the denominators are different. So the first thing we need to do is change the denominator and make it into a common denominator. So we need to find the lowest common multiple of 7 and 10. Now, if we look at 7 and we look at 10, we can see that the lowest common multiple is actually 70. So I've got to 70 by doing 7 times 10, by the way, just if you're confused. So the lowest common multiple is 70. Now, if we have done, so 2 over 7 equals something over 70, and 5 over 10 equals something over 70. We need to work out what these are now. So 7 times 10 has got us to 70. So we need to do 2 times 10, which is 20. Yeah? Done times 10 here. Now here, we've multiplied by 7. So on the numerator, we also need to multiply by 7. And 5 times 7 is 35. So now we bring this information back up here. And we rewrite 2/7 as 20 over 70. And we rewrite 5/10 as 35 over 70. Now, because the denominators are the same, we can add to the numerators. And this would give us, over 70, 55 over 70. Now, if we wanted to, we could simplify this. Now, if we look at 55 and 70, we can see that both of the numbers can be divided by 5. So, if we do this, remember to make sure you write out everything that you do, so when you go back to checking it, you can see your method very clearly and you can pick out the mistakes very easily. So here, see here, we made a mistake. It's not supposed to be times, it's supposed to be divide. Yeah? So that's wrong. So 55 divided by 5 gives us 11. And 70 divided by 5 gives us 14. Now, because 11 is a prime number, we can't simplify it down any further. So that is the answer to 2 over 7 plus 5 over 10. And here we can see that this denominator is different to this, as well as this. So here, the first thing we've done here is made it a common denominator, and then we've simplified. So if we just do a recap, this was the first example and this was the second example. If the denominator is the same, then you can add the top two numerators. If it is not the same, we need to make it a common denominator. Yeah? And the common denominator is the lowest common multiple of the two denominators. Here is a bit easier because the numbers are quite easy to work with. If it's a little bit harder, we would need to do our factor tree and then work out the lowest common multiple like that. So here's our working out of how, well, so here, so let's just make it a little bit easier for you to see. This is 2 over 7 and how we converted that. And this box over here is for the 5/10. So we've multiplied 2 over, so we multiply 7 by 10 to get 70. So we multiply the 2 by 10 to get 20. So the 2 over 7 is equal to 20 over 70. And we write that here. And we can rewrite 5 over 10 as 35 over 70 because we multiply the bottom by 7 and we multiply the top by 7. Because the denominators are the same, we can add the numerators and we get 55 over 70. Here we see we can simplify this down further. So we have making sure that we write what we're doing so we don't make mistakes. So when we go back to checking our work, we can find the mistakes easily. So the answer is 11 over 14. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching.